Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan Battle video, and today we are looking at this new Kid Gohan who just dropped on Global. This is going to be a 55% showcase, so we're going to jump right in, look at the passive, look at the team build, and then we will jump right into the showcase. So Gohan's leader skill is Heavenly Event, 3 key and 170 to all stats, or Bond of Master and Disciple, key 3 and 150 to all stats. Honestly, the Heavenly Events category isn't that great right now. But when Super Vegeta comes, that whole celebration just buffs it because Super Vegeta himself is on it, and then there's two full power Trunkses that are actually really good. So once that comes, I think Heavenly Events is actually a legitimate team. Not to mention there is going to be a farmable. Well, right now you can start farming it, but I don't think it awakens yet. But there's a farmable Krillin and Piccolo card that is on Heavenly Events that's pretty decent as well. Okay, and then his super attack effect. Gohan infinitely stacks defense, causes immense damage, and has a medium chance of stunning. And then he also has a unit super attack. For the unit super attack, you need to have a Piccolo or Krillin on the team. And he still stacks defense infinitely, greatly raises attack for one turn, and causes immense damage with a high chance of stunning. So this Gohan, with that stunning, is actually very good for Super Battle Road, right? Okay, and then if we look at the passive, he gets defense 158% right away at the start of turn. He gets another attack plus 158% while performing a super. So you are going to notice a significant jump in attack when there is support versus when there's not support. Because on super attack, passives get affected way more by support units. So just keep that in mind as we're going through. He gets an additional attack and defense plus 58% when there is a Heavenly Events category ally on the team, or not on the team, attacking in the same turn. And then he gets an additional attack plus 58% and stuns the enemy attacked by this character's super attack within the same turn after receiving an attack, which is actually really good. Because if you think about it, this Gohan stacking defense, right? So let's say you're doing Super Battle Road. You get by turn 1, maybe you get a double super off, you stack defense twice, he's probably going to be okay defensively in the next turn. He gets hit, and then he gets that guaranteed stun off. That's really good. And then what I like about him, though, is he's a support unit. So all allies 3 key and defense plus 58%. So somebody in my Discord was asking me, well, should I use this Gohan as a floater or as a on rotation unit? And honestly, this Gohan can be used either way. If you're doing a long event, you can run him on rotation and stack defense and just go crazy. Otherwise, if you're just running him as a side unit on a team like Hybrid Saiyans or something, you could float him as a support, and he's giving 3 key and a bunch of defense, right? You can actually link him with Tech Ultimate Gohan. We always complain that Tech Ultimate Gohan's link set is so bad. Well, this AGL Gohan, his link set isn't that great either, but they're both wonky enough that they kind of link okay together. Getting 3 to 4 links with these wonkier link sets is actually pretty good. And this Gohan actually shares 3 links with the Tech Ultimate Gohan. And if you build a team with them together, it's just a defensive juggernaut team that cannot be stopped on long events. So I think this Gohan is actually a nice linking partner with Tech Ultimate Gohan. Okay. And then he has an active skill. Can be activated when HP is 58% or less once only. There are no turn restrictions, which is really good on this. So when you activate it, you get an on-demand heal of 30% HP. He guards all attacks for 1 turn and raises all allies' defense by 20% for 2 turns, which is really good, right? So let's say you're doing Super Battle Road. Maybe on turn 1 you get smacked up a little bit. This guy shows up for the first time on turn 2. If you're less than 58% HP, he can activate this. He'll heal you up for free. He's gonna guard and be very defensive, and then if he gets hit, he's got a guaranteed stun. And then he's also buffing the whole rotation's defense with the active skill in addition to his passive. And this 20% buff is kind of I think it acts like a B-pan, where it's an off effect buff, where that 20% is actually much more than 20 because of the way it multiplies in, right? So I'm going to say this right now, you're not going to be blown away by the attack numbers, but that, not every unit's purpose is to, do, 8 million attack stats, right? This Gohan is doing so much for the team in terms of utility with stunning and Super Battle Road, and then stacking, and then also helping out the team defensively just by giving defense and then being also very defensive himself. So I think this Gohan, he's not going to blow you away for attack, but he is a very good, unit for difficult content if you can build the teams right, right? So you can see here, I just threw a couple of random equips on to give him a little bit more defense and a little bit of crit. But mine's 55%, literally all level 1 links, like haven't even touched them yet, right? So yeah, let's go ahead and hop in. And here's my team build. So I am running Hybrid Saiyans and Saviors. And the reason why this team build is nice is because I can put a Krillin on the team to get the unit super attack. And then I'm actually going to rock... So Gohan is going to perform better, so we're going to treat him as a main rotation unit for the purpose of the showcase. But Gohan's going to perform better if he's with the Heavenly Events unit. And he actually shares 4 links with Gotenks. So, you know a unit has like a wonky link set when like the most links they share with one unit is only 4. So 4 is the highest amount of links this Gohan shares with any one unit in the game. This Gotenks happens to be one of them. Now when Gotenks transforms, it probably will mess that up and he's going to lose some links, we'll see. But just for the team build I'm doing, it made the most sense. I could also swap off, and once again, I could link my AGL Gohan with this Gohan. The only reason why I want to link with Gotenks, though, is because Gotenks is on Heavenly Events, and I want to get that passive. And then we're going to run this guy as support, because he's an awesome support. Krillin's going to be a 30% support, because we're not rocking Goten or Trunks. And, honestly, these Gohans, I'm probably just going to run them on rotation together, even though they don't link, just because they don't really need links. They're that good, and then I can keep my supports floating. And then we're going to have this guy floating around as an amazing support as well. So, we'll hop in, and of course, we started with like an ideal rotation turn 1, so we've got the ideal linking partner, we got the Heavenly Events passive, and we've got support. So we literally have everything we want here. So Gohan right here, we do have 4 out of 7 links. If we go in the middle, we don't get any additional links, so we'll stay right there. So look at that. Turn 1, 160k defense. Keep in mind, he infinitely stacks defense, right? So his defense is just going to shoot up. So yeah, we'll get the unit super attack here. Let Gotenks swing away. And we'll just do that. So, actually, you know what? Like 3.3 at 55%? That's not bad at all. Yeah, that's really good. It just goes to show like how crazy the power creep is, where like 3 mil attack stats don't really impress anymore. But for the type of unit this is, like I think of this Gohan as a support unit, which means I do like him as a leader. I just want his team to get better, and it does. With Super Vegeta, it gets way better. But these like support type leaders are like my favorite kinds of leaders in the game. All right, so we're gonna run the amazing rotation of non-linking Gohans, just because like he's so good he doesn't need the links. And I can eventually transform one of them and then they will link. He's one of the really wonky units though that like his link set changes so much he actually doesn't even link well with himself, which is really crazy. The Tech Ultimate Gohan, the guy that just doesn't want to link up, right? But yeah, so I do have a summon video for this Gohan. So this, I'll say this right now, this banner is the definite skip, and it basically was a skip for me. I literally, spoiler alert, but if you haven't watched the video yet, but I basically, all I did was the ticket multi, and that's it. I didn't even spend any stones on this banner, and I definitely like wasn't intended to go in at all, and actually Garlic Jr. is the unit I wanted more. But now that I got the Gohan, I'm actually kind of glad. Like, he seems actually like a really fun unit, and like he brings a very, very unique things to the table that like other units don't really do. So I do really like it. All right, what's our, yeah, so of course Gotenks transforms, then we lose a bunch of links, right? What if we go in the middle? Nope, still only 2 links. So we're going to see him with less links here, but it's really important I keep that Heavenly events, because he's getting an extra 58% attack and defense for being on rotation with Heavenly events, right? So I kind of want to keep that going. So there he is at 200k defense. We're going to go ahead and just go crazy here. But honestly, guys, I don't like the banner. Like, they did put Super Saiyan, or they did put, yeah, Super Saiyan 4 Ink Gogeta on here, and almost 4 mil, by the way. Guys, at 55%, I'm actually okay with these attack stats. I think the reason why his attack seems underwhelming normally is because if you're running him as a floating support and you don't have Heavenly events with him, then I think his attack looks way less impressive. But I'm actually really okay with these attack stats. Like, I don't know about you guys, but with all the defense he's supporting, he has an active skill heal, he does stunning, Yeah, this Gohan might be a little underrated, guys. I don't know. I'm actually quite impressed. Not like, so here I am like trying to tell you not to summon, and then at the same time telling you I'm like really impressed with him, right? So here's the thing. Like his banner's okay. Like Inko Jito's really, really good. Garlic Jr. is one of the best supports in the game. So like I actually really wanted Garlic Jr., but I'm not gonna fret over getting him because he's gonna be in every banner moving forward, right? Oh shoot, I just messed that up. I didn't want. Oh well, whatever. We'll get a rotation without support. I meant to keep the Ultimate Gohans together, but just my natural tendency to like want to link units up here. So here's the thing, guys. I might even do just like a whole video on this, but I just want people to understand how much you're going to want all of your stones for this Dragon Ball Hero celebration that's going to be coming up in November. And like, so is like, no matter how good the Gohan banner is, like even if they had put like Dokkan Fest LRs on there and whatever, it's like Dragon Ball Heroes is such a unique thing. They only do it once a year. Gohan's at 250k defense, by the way, 55%. Just throwing that out there. He's only 55%. Let's see what he does here. And I won't get too much into it. Oh, I forgot he gets attacked when he's hit too. Yeah, 3.7. Wow. Yeah, that's not bad. I won't get too much into it, but the general idea is you're going to want to save as many stones for Dragon Ball Heroes as possible. There's so much value in that celebration, and the units are so unique, and it only comes once a year. So I'll do a whole video going more in depth on why Dragon Ball Heroes is such an important banner to summon on. But honestly, you're going to be way more hyped for that than this Gohan. The other thing to think about is this, though. Like, when YouTubers tell you, like, to summon or not, just remember, those are just, like, suggestions. Like, you can obviously do whatever you want with your stones. And here's the thing. Like, if you have a favorite unit, or you really like a character, right? So, like, if this Kid Gohan is, like, your favorite character, or you really like him, like, it's always a good idea to summon for your favorites. Because you're going to like the character, and you're going to use them, even if they're not, like, the best meta character or whatever. But, like, you should summon for what makes you happy when you play the game, right? So if you love, so like for me, like Videl is one of my favorite characters in Dragon Ball. I've always really liked Videl. I actually like kept like all of the R versions of her cards. Like any Videl in the game, I've actually saved and like leveled up, even though like most of them are just not good. Just for like a collector, right? And sure, we'll go Super Saiyan 3 and see if we can lose some more links with Gohan. So, like, even though people didn't recommend summoning for Videl because it was right before the 350 million downloads, right? I still went in, and I went like 1,000 stones deep because I wanted to get her, and that's how many stones it took for me to get her. But I'm glad I did because I really like Videl, and I'm glad I have her, and I want to run Peppy Gals, and I'm really excited for those Peppy Gal ECAs, right? Even though I wouldn't have recommended people summon, and other people wouldn't have recommended me summoning, right? So always do what's going to make you happy in the game, right? When YouTubers give advice, we're just giving advice based on, like, the way to get the most out of your stones, like to get the most for your money, right? And the way you get the most for your money is summoning on the really, really hype celebrations. Oh, you know what? Darn it, I'm messing up like crazy here. Because I'm talking. Gohan, by the way, is almost 300k defense without support. What I should have done was put Gohan in the middle to get the links from Ultimate Gohan, but that's alright. I don't feel like soft resetting right now, so we'll just roll with it this way. But 273k defense, like, if Goku supers him here, we're probably not going to take anything. Yeah, 3 mil without support. Like, I'm okay being in the 3 mil range, because once again, I see Gohan as a support utility unit, not as, like, your main attacker. So I'm okay with that. So, for example, the Tech Caulifla and Kale just came out on JP. And, like, I feel like some people are underrating that unit because their attack, like, they're doing like 4 mil turn 1, right? Which, once again, it's not like the craziest thing, but they have additionals in their kit, and when they're in that Kale Caulifla form, like, they're meant to be a defensive stacker. Like, defense is their game. Like, I don't know why people feel like you have to have both all the time. Like, why can't a unit be more defensive while doing a 4 mil attack stat? Is that bad? Like, you want them to be as defense, you want them to be like 300k defense turn 1 and shoot out a 8 mil attack stat? Like, I don't know what you expect from them. I think that Kale Caulifla is absolutely fantastic, that tech one, because then when they transform the Kefla, if you get 6 orbs, then you are getting like the 8 million ridiculous attack stats. Like, I think they're absolutely fantastic. So, I don't know. I think you got to look at more than just the attack stat when you look at a unit, right? All right, I'm going to pay attention here to make sure. I'm actually going to do this because the Trunks is a better supporter, and I want that Trunks to come back around sooner. Krillin can kind of hang out and just be on rotation with this Gohan for a turn, I guess. So yeah, bottom line is when I recommend it, it's like, how do you get the most out of your stones? So like, basically what the YouTubers are going to tell you is save for anniversary, save for 350 million downloads, things like that, where you get tickets, the 3+1 multis. They usually load up those banners with a ton of high value units, like all Dokkan Fest, things like that, right? The reason why Heroes is recommended, I'll talk about this more in a video I'll record later on, but it's because it has guaranteed featured units, and the banners only have Heroes units on her. So for like veteran players like me that have like almost every unit in the game, there's so much more value there because you're almost guaranteed to get units you need, and the units are going to be really good and really unique, right? Okay, so look at this. So we got Gohan with 4 links again. 350k defense as soon as we put support back on with him and having another stack. 350k defense. We're basically at the point now, like after this turn, we're going to be pretty much untouchable even against UI Goku here. So because we've got a defensive stacker, we are just going to keep rolling right through. Honestly, we're going to be so defensive here, we might not even get the active skill off. I actually need to take a shot with somebody. Gotenks looking pretty good here as well. My Gotenks, by the way, I'm pretty sure is only 55%, maybe 69%, but he doesn't have a lot of dupes. All right, what's Gotenks going to take here? I think we got type advantage, though, don't we? Yeah, double digits. Okay. And then, yeah, 3.3. Like, I am fine with these 3 mil attack stats at 55%. Like, if this guy's rainbowed, he's probably over 4 mil, right? Like, close to 5, maybe? Like, this Gohan's actually... he's kind of making me want to summon more, I'm not going to lie. But I'm definitely holding out for Dragon Ball Heroes. I'm not... Because here's the thing, this Gohan... With these, like, regular Dokkan Fests, like, you're going to feel like you want to summon for him right away, because it's kind of hype, and, like you really like him. You see the showcases like I'm doing right now, right? Alright, I'm going to transform one of my Gohans here. But the thing is, like, you wait a couple months, and then they start spitting them out on, like, banners like crazy. And then you're going to be like... You know, that's why you typically don't want to go in and just rainbow a unit on their launch, because then, like, when they start returning, then that's just a dead unit on those banners for you. And if you saw some of my summon videos, it's not fun when, like, there's, like, a 10-unit banner and you only need 2 of the units, because you just pull, like, all these really good pulls, but they're not units you actually need, right? Alright, we'll let Tech Ultimate Gohan have some fun here. Yeah, so... for the transformed one, about 300k defense, but look at the non-transformed one, 560k defense. Yeah, it's... I may have set myself up too good, guys. I don't know if I'm even going to get below 58% health. Now, Krillin could definitely take a shot on the end, but, like, my main rotation units, like, they're just not going to take damage. I guess Gotenks could take damage. But in terms of these Tech Gohans and my AGL Go... Yeah, this is 0 damage. 100% 0 damage, yeah. Nothing. Alright, well, I might have to put myself in harm's way on purpose at some point here. Just to get myself... Because I do want to get that active skill in here. Because when we use that, our defense is going to be just crazy, right? Alright, what are we looking like? Okay, we definitely could take damage here. So, I don't think my Gotenks and Gohan are going to kill this Goku. My Trunks on the end with type disadvantage... should take damage even from normals here. Maybe. His defense might be too high. Look at my Gohan at almost 400k defense. We don't get any extra links with Trunks, so I'm just going to leave it like this. Oh, and we're going to have a Dokkan attack, aren't we? Hold on. Let me just grab this, and hopefully we don't... Okay, no Dokkan attack. So... Well, it's not going to matter, because if I get below that, we're going to get the Dokkan attack next turn, so... I might have to wait till UI Goku to get the active skill. I mean, UI Goku definitely has enough power to damage us, but he's got to hit the right unit. Yeah, this is going to do nothing. We're over 400k defense right now. Dude, Hybrid Saiyans are good. Like, you can build, like, so Hybrid Saiyans, they're not going to blow you away offensively, but boy, do they have some big-time defensive units to get you through hard content. I mean, and, like, look at Gotenks, 5 mil at, like, 55% doing additional supers, like, yeah, I honestly haven't used this Gotenks much, but, like, lately I've been using them, I've actually been liking them quite a bit. I definitely, like, Ink Gotenks is probably underrated for sure. The thing is, it's just there's not, like, many teams that I want to run him in, but Heavenly Events is definitely a spot for him. So, like, right now, like, before Super Vegeta comes out, like, optimal units for Heavenly Events would be to run, like, a rotation of Ink Gotenks with Physical Gotenks. Like, that's, like, probably one of your better Heavenly Events rotations right now. So I might actually do, like, some experimenting and runs with them to see how much I like them. Okay. Wow. I mean, look at that support unit, Trunks and Goten. 172k defense, and by the way, they're only 55%. So, like, even with all those attacks on the end, I don't know if they can get me below the attack I need to. Well, and once again, by the way, casual 700k defense for this Gohan. The thing with Tech Ultimate Gohan, like, he has the transformation, but it's, like, ridiculously unnecessary. Because, like, you just keep stacking with him, and it just... then you basically just win the game, right? Like, there's no point in transforming. I just did it to get a few links here. And actually, that middle Gohan's actually getting some decent links right here. Okay, so let's just... yeah, it doesn't matter if we fail those, whatever. So yeah, 4.7 mil for the untransformed Gohan with a 700k defensive stat. It's absolutely ridiculous what you can do in long events with these Hybrid Saiyans, man. They're crazy. Tech Ultimate Gohan still one of the better TURs in the game. And then this guy at 4.6. Yeah, I almost just like wish I didn't transform because this guy would be looking better untransformed. Because I would still be stacking. Okay. Alright, so we've got Gohan, Gotenks, and Krillin here. I definitely think Krillin could take damage. We're at 435k defense with Gohan. Krillin doesn't give us any extra links. I mean, I feel like Gotenks could take more damage, so I'm actually going to put Gotenks first, because maybe we'll get, like, that slot 1 super attack and take some damage. I know, we're playing, like, the reverse psychology Dokkan. Like, please hurt me, UI Goku. Please do some damage. Okay. 4 mil for Gotenks. Let's see if we get additionals here. I mean, okay, no, okay. So yeah, I mean, this Gohan, I mean, he's sitting around 3 to 3.5 mil every time. Like I said, this is fine, considering what he's doing defensively. I like this Gohan. Oh, unfortunately, he takes the super, which is going to be 0 damage. 0 damage. And his attack is fluctuating because, like, if he gets hit first, he gets that attack buff. Okay. And by the way, we're not getting to see the stun at all in this event, but if we're on Super Battle Road, like, he has a high chance to stun with every super attack because we're getting unit supers. And then if he got hit first, he would do a guaranteed stun, which is actually just wild. I'll probably have to do like a Super Battle Road run with him as well and make that a separate video so we can show off his stunning. So yeah, Gohan sitting at almost 800k defense. Yeah, he's not getting hit anytime soon. So I'm actually going to put the weaker defense Gohan in the front. He honestly is still around 300k defense. I think a super would hurt him, but I still don't think it would be that much. You know your team is defensive when you're struggling to get below 58% HP. Like, literally my health, like, hasn't gone anywhere. Like, this whole run. Like, if you want to no item run stuff, like, just bring Hybrid Saiyans now. That's all you gotta do, right? Alright, let's see what UI Goku does here. If he supers in the middle, that's a poor choice on his part. Very, very poor choice on his part. Attacking the 750k defense here in the middle. You don't want to do that. Don't super. Okay, super the Trunks on the end now. Okay, here we go. Do some damage. 100k, 200k. Yeah, there we go. There it is. Alright, we took a nice big shot there. That's what we needed. Alright, and now we can show off our defense in the front here. So we're going to kind of do a little comparison here. Well, I'll put him in the middle first to see what he looks like with all the links, right? So he's at about 500k defense. Let's pop the active skill here. We're going to get a heal on this, right? I do like this version of Gohan, by the way. Like, basically this Gohan through the Cell Saga Gohan, that's like my favorite Gohan in Dragon Ball. One of my favorite characters, honestly, in Dragon Ball. Oh my gosh. He shot up to about 6... He basically gained 100k defense there. That's pretty wild. Now we're going to put him in slot 1. He's going to lose a little bit of defense. Oh, no, he doesn't. So none of the links he gained gave him defense. So, yeah, now watch the heal here, guys. I'm going to grab 3 AGL orbs. Look at the healing we're going to get. Yeah, like, what, 80k, 60k we just got from that? That's not too bad at all. Alright. Now I would love Goku to super me in slot 1 and watch me take 0 damage. By the way, we just got the attack buff as well. This would be a guaranteed stun if Goku could be stunned. Yeah, almost 4 mil there. Very nice job by this Gohan. This should do some pretty good damage here. Wow. Just insane. I mean, I don't know if I need to go any farther. I guess we could end the video here. You just know, like, the defense is just going to keep getting more ridiculous, right? I guess, I mean, why not for funsies, right? Let's just go farther, see how ridiculous the defense gets. See how high and crazy it can get. I don't know. I did some videos on Kefla for JP, by the way, and I actually really like that Dokkan's being very unpredictable. That was kind of like the theme of the video that I talked about, but it's kind of nice just like not knowing what's coming up next, so you can just truly be surprised when you get the reveals. I think Dokkan's doing a much better job at that. Alright, so now that we're just trying to win, look at Gohan over 1,000,000 defense. Over a 1 mil defense stat. So even though we're trying to show off my Gohan, and at 1,000,000 defense, how much health is 4 orbs going to get us at 1,000,000 defense? Yeah, full heal. Probably not enough to actually see how much we got there, but we got the full heal. I mean, how often do you have a unit just sitting around with 1,000,000 defense, right? Yeah, go ahead, Goku, just try it. Try attacking into a 1,000,000 defense wall. Yeah, double digits for sure. For sure, for sure. So you guys probably noticed, right, that my mascot is Bergamo. So the reason why Bergamo is my mascot was Bergamo. So this is back when like Strength Kaioken Goku came out as a global first, and they did really late awakenings for Bergamo and then the Resurrection of Goku and Vegeta, and they were like this first batch of like new power creep, where like they awakened units actually made them like eye-droppingly like way better. And my first time running that Bergamo in the Legendary Goku event, I had his defense up to 1.2 million. And at that point, I was just like hooked. I was like, oh my god, this Bergamo's crazy. Now, I think naturally he was at like 600k defense or something, but I think I had like an Android 8 on or something. And I just saw that over 1 mil defensive stat, and I had never seen that in my life. So at that point, I'm like, dude, Bergamo's amazing. I love Bergamo. So I decided, yeah, that's why Bergamo's my mascot. So here we go. Gohan, 542k defense. Looking fantastic as usual. Sure, we'll just put him in slot 1, and we'll just let UI Goku cry. Now, we're not like invincible here, right? Because Gotenks, I mean, Gotenks at 213k is good. The Trunks at the end, though, he definitely could get hit really hard on a super, right? So we're not like invincible, but if UI Goku supers Gohan, we are invincible. So just depending on where Goku decides to attack here, but I'm not going to use items or anything. If we die, we die. I mean, we've definitely seen what this Gohan can do. At this point, we're just seeing how high our defense can get. I'm actually more interested now looking at that Tech Gohan that's been floating around on the other rotation. He's just looking bananas over there. How high can we get the other Tech Ultimate Gohan in defense, right? But yeah, this whole idea with being unpredictable, right? It's just really nice. Because even like when we got new stuff on JP, like in the past, it'd be like, oh yeah, it's going to be this theme, it's going to be that theme. Like we could kind of figure it out. And now it's just like, okay, Super Vegeta, the Namek Saga, and now Kefla. Like it's just like all out of nowhere, right? Alright, we definitely took a lick there. Which is fine, because guess what? Oh, do I have any Tech Orbs? I only have 1 Tech Orb. Alright, Gohan's defense. Oh, he dipped down to only 900k. I wonder what's the difference. Oh, you know what? Okay, here's the reason why he was over a mil defense. Gohan's defensive buff that he did on his active skill, that like B-Pan thing, that's a 2-turn buff. So that's the effect of that 20% Gohan. That put him well over a mil. So that's pretty wild, right? The thing is I kind of want to heal with that singular tech orb. But okay, do I put this Gohan? No, because this Gohan won't take damage. So we got to do that. So I guess we'll have to do that and then grab the singular tech orb here. And then I didn't really leave myself. I'm just going to grab this AGL orb to get a little bit of healing. We'll see if we can squeak through, but we definitely could die here. Because at 300k, that ultimate Gohan, because he has type disadvantage, actually could still die, I think, on a super. So we'll see. And I mean, a near 6 mil attack stat isn't bad. Like, honestly, why do you need to transform a Gohan? You don't. Like, if you're doing a short event, right, like a Super Battle Road, and you need that quick burst of damage, then sure. But the thing is you gotta wait, like, so many turns to get him out anyways. And it's like, if you're doing a long event, like, look, he's outperforming the Ultimate Gohan. Like, I'm totally regretting even transforming this guy. Because I would have, like, 2 900k defensive guys sitting around here right now, right? Instead, I've got a, 280k defense that's doing a lower attack stat than my 1 mil defense guy, right? So, yeah, when you're doing long events, just don't even transform Gohan. There's no need. Alright, and that dodge is fine, because these guys aren't doing much damage anyways. Alright. I think we're going to make this our last turn for Gohan. We're pretty much close enough here. We'll probably end the video here. Nearly 600k defense. I would like to get that healing. Yes, let's do... No, we won't. We're going to make this last turn, so yeah, we'll just go like this. I'm not going to worry about the healing, because this is the last turn anyways. I mean, Gohan's not getting touched, right? 575k defense, he's not getting touched. So one thing I'll say before we end the video here, guys, is keep in mind that we have, like, the legendary Vegeta event is going to be coming with Super Vegeta, and it is very, very difficult. So having these hybrid Saiyans in your back pocket, like this Gohan, can definitely be useful in there, depending on what team builds you're doing and what missions you're trying to complete. So having these defensive stackers, definitely still very, very good, right? So, there you go. That's pretty much the Kid Gohan in a nutshell, right? So, I'm, like I said, at 55% with level 1 links. I'm very happy with the 3 to 3.5 mil attack stat. I'm very happy with the stacking defense. Even though we didn't physically see it, I'm very happy with his stunning effects that he does. And that active skill is absolutely fantastic. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.